You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to something
Again. Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome everybody to episode number 2. I don't know, I can't see because Chris just blocked it with the, there you go. Episode 206 of the Battered Herons podcast. I am your host, Daniel Granada, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I didn't mean to shoot my load too early here, but Dennis Lopez,
very early.
yeah, Dennis Lopez said it best. No Messi, no Suarez, no problem.
Well, I mean, we knew it was going to be around 6 games without Messi and Suarez, and we all said, well, what are we expecting? 6 points out of 6 games? 8 points? 9 points? So far, we've played 3 games and gotten 9 points. That's as much as you can get in 3 games. Like, for everybody that was hating on Tata and said, oh, Tata's got to go, Tata this, Tata that. Tata's winning. And he's winning without his big boys. So, props to Tata. And we got the 3 points, man. Things are looking good.
Things are looking very good. And we have a little chat with Solana, and he said it. This is 9 out of 18 already.
Yeah, he said he wanted 12.
Yeah, and Peaches is saying 3 for 3. Let's go all the way. That's the idea. And Peach is saying tactical masterclass today. I mean, listen, looking at the starting lineup, I wouldn't have agreed with this.
Really? I like the starting lineup.
I mean, I thought it was a little clunky and funky, but I mean, we'll go over it when we kind of started from the beginning.
We will. But before we do, I did want to touch on one quick thing, and I promise you I'll make it quick. We called out episode 200. You calling out some of the OGs on our show, right? Don Cafecito, and off the top of my head, I can't think of any. Mr. Krabs, a bunch of people that used to be with us from the very start.
Yeah,
and there's been a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have joined us since then. And one of those people is Florida Man.
Yeah,
Florida Man is constantly with us, and not just on this show with the live chats. He's on the live chats with the Heat Show, the Marlin Show, the Dolphin. Like, he's always on us. And if you join us in the chat, and even if you support us watching the shows and you never watch them live, we show them afterwards, we consider you part of the family. You're part of the Battered family. We appreciate you guys. And it's an extended family, but I still consider you guys part of the family. Oh, with that being said, Florida Man, I found out that yesterday he lost his father. Okay? So I haven't seen him on here, and I understand if he's not on here. Hopefully he watches this later. If he doesn't, I understand. I want to send out my condolences. He is Colombian. We talk Colombian soccer a lot. Okay? So with that said, for his father, I did want to take a quick little shot because we have talked about Guardiente, and we have talked about his dad. I think he was part owner of a team at one point. So here's to you, sir. We appreciate you supporting us. I'm lucky enough to still have my 2 parents. My wife lost her 2 parents, so I know how hard it is. So shout out to you, Florida Man, if you're watching this afterwards. Much love, and we appreciate you supporting us. We want to support you. So this is to your father.
Yeah, man. It's it's not easy to lose someone so close like that. So, hope everything was well with you and your family, man.
For sure. So let's see if we could, hopefully, if you watch this live afterwards, let's hopefully we can entertain him for an hour.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because, yeah. So shout out to Florida Man, and whenever you join us again, shout out to you, my friend. All right. So back to it. He got to see a win, so that's good. Hopefully he got to watch that, or at least gets to celebrate when he sees the score. We went 2-1, and that's it. We're off and running, man. 3 wins in a row. I guess you want to get into the starting lineup.
I'll get into the starting lineup while Rasa rolls up blunt for you, Florida Man. So, take that on to the face. And so the starting lineup, like I mentioned, was a little clunky. And I'm going to see. We have a picture of it, right, Danny, or no?
Yeah, I got it. Come on now.
Hold on. Let me.
I'll put it up for you, sir. I'll put it up for you. I got it right there. I got it.
I'm sorry. It's just a little too much. So here we have 4-3-3, like we expected, sort of 4 in the back, right? But it was a little different. So we had Alba left back, we had Frey right back, of course, Calendar in between the sticks, and then Busquets playing next to Kristoff as center back, Bright playing sort of a CDM role, Redondo and Kremaki pushing up as center mids, I guess, right and left. And then Gomez playing left wing, Gressel playing right wing, and Campana playing the top as a striker, the lone striker. This when I saw this starting lineup, first of all, I was pissed because obviously
Robert Taylor wasn't starting.
Robert Taylor isn't starting. Diego Gomez comes back. I'm like, okay, cool. We got Diego Gomez back. We'll get into Diego Gomez's play. I'm not going to say anything at this moment, but
okay.
I guess not saying anything might be saying a little too much, but I thought that was weird. I thought Frey playing right back was weird, especially considering that Weigand is looking healthy. So, like, what the hell's happening with him? Busquets at center back. I didn't see his name on the bench either.
I don't think he was on the bench, so I don't think he's healthy.
So Busquets playing center back, I thought that was weird too. I didn't see Toto on the bench either, and I don't know if you want to double check that, but
Toto, remember,
he got the treatment. Yes,
sorry, he got the red card, which is 1 game suspension, and also the accumulation of yellow cards, which is the 2nd game. Yeah. So he got 2 games that he was suspended, so he should be back next game.
Now, calendar MVP once again mentioned by Mr. Spider Pig here. We're gonna talk a little. Listen, guys, we're gonna cover everybody in nice barbecue sauce before we end the show. But as far as like I see here with the starting lineup, I just, and I'm trying to put my mind back into the beginning of the game. I thought it was kind of weird, but I mean, I could see why he went out with this lineup.
This is the 2nd time we see Busquets at center back.
Yeah.
And I personally think every time we see Busquets at center back, he plays well back there.
Well, I mean, he's a calming presence, right? And then you put Christoph there, who literally is like another calming presence. The only thing that you have to worry about is if you have any speedy strikers. But this goes to like the master class of Tata, right? Like where he knows, more football than we can ever imagine. Like he knows he's not playing speedy. He's not playing against speedy strikers, so he's going to put
a high-scoring team, right?
Yeah, he's going to put some slow boulders back there. If we're playing against a couple high-speed guys, then you're not going to see Christoph and Busquets playing center back. No way.
Busquets was 62 for 66 with his passing. Now, the most beautiful thing about seeing Busquets at center back is what we've always said we've lacked, and that's the fact that we can't build up out of the back because our guys aren't good distributing the ball. Now, Christoph isn't that bad, but Toto Aviles is really bad when it comes to distributing the ball. And Busquets back there, he's a calming presence. He pushes the ball forward. It's just really, you're not going to have issues building out of the back with Busquets.
Yeah.
So that's why I like him back there. Now, like you said, if we're playing a high line against a speedy counterattacking team, then this probably isn't the best look. But Tata knows, like you said, well, this isn't really that team that we have to worry too much about that. And the one person you do have to worry about is Hani Mukhtar. And we had Bright literally manning him up the whole game. He was like his shadow. It was like we've seen when the Union play against Inter Miami. We always have somebody following Busquets like a shadow. We did that with Mukhtar and Bright today, and it was working very well.
Listen, he was all over Honey Mustard today. Like you could see how frustrated he was. He was literally just
he was constantly drifting off wide, trying to get rid of that marker.
Yeah, he was fuming during the game. So, and I think that Bright played a phenomenal game. And it's so crazy because like you don't see Bright in many like plays or key plays, but he plays. Huh?
That's what you want.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like he played so efficient. Like I think if there's one word that I can use to sum up Bright's play style or the way that he's played it with us is efficient. He's been very efficient. Lionel Monaco says Bright played great today, which we're going to talk about this amazing goal by Alba Liquid Cadmus. Don't worry. Listen, this surprisingly with this kind of a clunky setup right here, guys, that you see here. I mean, I'm very surprised, but we played pretty well. We played pretty effectively with this team.
I agree with you because when Gomez and Redondo were announced that they were going to be back, I thought that it would be Gomez and Redondo manning the midfield with Robert Taylor up on the wing, and then it would be between Bright and Kremaki, and I would understand if it's Bright because he's more of a defensive midfielder. So I'm surprised that Robert Taylor got taken off and that Kremaki got to stay on because Kremaki would have been the one that would have come off for Gomez if Robert Taylor was starting. So I am surprised that he went with Kremaki in the midfield rather than Taylor at the wing.
Listen, somebody here in the comments mentioned how different this team plays without Messi and Suarez, where like the pace is so much more dangerous, I guess. I mean, obviously, you're swapping pacey players, impatient players for players like Messi, who literally are like chess masters, and Suarez, which knows how to pick his spots. So it's a good thing to see both dynamics, to be honest.
There's more of a buildup when Messi and Suarez are playing. As here, it's a lot more counter, quick strikes. Like you said, a lot more pace.
And just before you keep going, Jekka, you gotta send me a message on Twitter, please. I can't send you this keychain without knowing where the hell to send it, Jekka. So please send me.
That would help.
Yes, message me on Twitter and we'll figure it out.
Speaking of which, I haven't gotten my keychain either. And I saw you today.
Yeah, I know, but like I didn't expect to see you, buddy. I just ran into you.
But I figure you should have keychains in your pocket.
I mean, you think I'm just gonna walk around with 20 keychains just in my pocket?
Did you have one keychain?
I had my Inter Miami on my keys.
You couldn't give me yours and just replace yours with a Northern Home?
You can go fuck yourself, is what you can do. Absolutely not.
Yeah, all right.
Because it's not the same one that I'm going to give away. It's another Inter Miami keychain, bitch.
Oh, so you're giving us the cheapies.
So I'm giving you what I got from that day. I'm not giving you the one that I bought like a month and a half ago.
I thought you were using the one that you got.
No. I bought one. I bought one at
Who the hell buys keychains?
I buy keychains. I like keychains. What? Chat,
do you guys keys?
Do you guys chat? Do you not have keychains on your keys? Like, you know what?
Most people don't even have keys anymore.
I'm gonna go get my keychain. You shut up.
Most people don't even have keys anymore. All right. Well, this is gonna lead me to the next point while he's go away and looking for keychains. Julian Gressel. I've given him so much crap this year. And I said when he plays up at the right wing, he plays a lot better. And I mean, I know he can't stay up there forever because eventually, obviously, Messi's going to come back. And obviously, we want Messi to come back. But before Chris gives us his keychain thing.
No, I'll do that at the end.
Okay.
I hate you.
With Julian Gressel has been playing really, really well. Really well. And although he didn't score, he had a couple great strikes on goal. So I wanted to take it back real quick. 2 years ago, Gressel is the second player that I give a bunch of crap to. Do you remember who the first player was, Chris, that I would give a lot of crap to?
Out of this starting lineup?
No. Just in general, Inter Miami, since you and I have been doing this show.
Since we started?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would have to say
first season.
I mean, out of the first season, well, I mean, I can't think of anybody.
I thought Higuain. I thought off the top of my head, you would know. I was giving Higuain a bunch of crap. Okay. And then he came out.
Shout out to
Robert. It was my new Messi and Suarez shirt. I tagged Danny on Facebook. Shout out to Robert. I'm glad that you like the shirt and appreciate you supporting the brand. And now this is a perfect transition. So I was killing, and I'm telling you, I was killing Higuain that first season. If you watch the first 20 shows or so on YouTube of the Battered Herons, I was constantly killing him, and he eventually shut me up. Because once the summer came and Pozuelo showed up, he was killing it.
Yeah.
So the very first Battered Fans shirt ever made was this one. I'm sorry, Higuain. And I wore it to the stadium. I felt really bad. First shirt ever. If Gressel keeps playing this way, the next time we have a home game, I'm going to have to make one for Gressel.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to. I'm going to rock this same shirt, but it's going to say, I'm sorry, Gressel, because he is playing. Today, I think he might have been maybe Ian Frey, but outside of Ian Frey, Gressel was probably the best person on the pitch today.
You know what? I would agree with you. Gressel was one of the better players on the pitch. He set up players. I mean, look, he set up, I think, Campana with like 2 solid opportunities within the first 20 minutes.
And the thing is, in the past, when he's gone for goal, he's gone so far wide or been so off. I'm like, God damn, this guy's horrible. But today, man, like that one that hit off the top of the post, like Gressel right now, if we were a team that didn't have Messi, I would feel really good about our right wing situation right now.
Yeah.
Because he's been playing that well, I think, in the last 3 games. And even before that, whenever he's played up top, he's played well. So shout out to Gressel because he's looking really good.
I'm gonna need an I'm sorry Gomez shirt at some point, Danny.
We're still waiting for the letter.
I left it in my car. I'll grab it. You know, my car's a little too far.
Make sure you take your keys so you can unlock the car.
I could. I mean, I got them things right here. I'm not gonna show it though. I'm not gonna reveal it yet.
All right. Go ahead.
So yeah, Jeka, come on, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter, and I'll send the keychains. I'll send the keychains to you. But yeah, I mean, I like the starting lineup. Let's get to it. I mean, I guess we'll talk about the bangers first, right? Everybody's saying that you know, I was so happy about Ian Frey. Listen, Ian Frey, guys, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for, Ian Frey, to get this play back. I mean, it looks like he morphed right back into shape. And it's crazy because Diego Gomez played for the first time today, and he didn't look like he morphed back into shape, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But Ian Frey, again, like an assassin on corners. Like, we scored both of our goals off of corner set pieces, I guess. Like, this is skewing our statistics. We still suck at corners, but
we don't suck at them. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'd have to check the rate at which the best team that's scoring on corners is, but I don't think we suck.
Well,
it's not easy.
I mean, we're a lot better now, obviously, with, you know, Messi
recently for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll tell you this much: Frey played amazing, and that header was on point. And it's funny because after the last corner they had, my son told me, he's like, "This one's going in. This next one is going in. Somebody's gonna get it."
They went far post at first in that goal sequence, and Diego Gomez hit it, and I think it went over. No, it was a great block by the stash, because Panico wasn't playing today.
Yes.
And it was a great block. And they got a second corner, and instead of going far post, they went near post, and that's when Frey hit it in. Look, Gressel, both those passes should have been assists, because Diego Gomez almost got that first one. He ended up getting the Frey one. So Gressel, again, I can't say it enough. Gressel showed out tonight. And then Ian Frey, I don't know if you want to talk about Ian Frey a little bit. And by the way, batteredfans.com, Ian F. and Frey shirts are up. If you guys want to get an Ian F. and Frey in all 3 colors, because Ian F. and Frey is showing out.
Yeah,
he is showing out. And I started thinking, I was like, okay, Weigand is injured. I get it. But if Weigand comes back and he's healthy, and we have Toto Aviles, and let's say we get another center back, right? Right now, I think Ian Frey should start over Christoph. But let's say we get another big name. Right?
This is what I've been saying, though. Go ahead.
Should Ian Frey stay as the starting right back? Because he's looked great at the right back position. Offensively, also, not just offensively.
Yes. He pushes the pace. And not only that, but and then he gives you sort of a you know, he's taller, so he can be able to defend better against corners, against high played balls.
And we've heard some talk about Weigand, about how he's not as good as people wanted him to be. You and I have said defensively, we think he's great. He just lacks a little offensively. But I think you get both with Ian Frey. I think Ian Frey needs to start at right back if you're not using him as center back.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, my whole deal with Ian Frey was I want him back, and I want him to play with Toto. And I think that him with Toto would be great. That's what my idea was, right? And then Weigand, who's serviceable, like, he's doing pretty good. He's not bad. It's like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Shadow Wolf is saying Frey can't play 90 minutes. I mean, he
not yet.
He's getting there. He's getting there. And Sailor came in, filled in pretty decently, right? Not pacey, but
I was surprised they didn't put David Reese in there.
Yeah, well, they brought him in later, and he played like a right mid, which let me tell you, Sailor, I like the fact that he's confident about handling the ball and pushing it up a little bit. He's not one of those guys that's like, oh, let me just pass it to my next center back or whatever. So, that was gorgeous.
Yes, Ian Frey has been able to set people up in the box quite a bit. I think that he might be winning that right back spot. And if we weren't lacking so much at center back, I would say just keep him at right back. But if Weigand is healthy and you could put him there and just move Ian Frey at center back, I'd be okay with that until we have somebody to take over for center back and then put him back at right back.
So this is the hot take then, Danny. This is the hot take.
I don't think it's that hot, man. I think it's just a fact. It's only been 2 games. It's a small sample size. Small sample size. But for example, Surridge for Nashville, he is their guy.
Yeah.
But because Ian Frey was pushing up so much and doing so much offensively, Surridge couldn't be aggressive because he had to keep falling back to keep close to Ian Frey. Ian Frey was making him less effective because he was forcing him to defend. Ian Frey has done a lot for us in these last 2 games. And again, small sample size. But just based off of these 2 games, I'm okay Ian Frey taking that job. But I like what Weigand does defensively. And if Weigand is healthy and Kristoff is starting at center back, I say you put Frey over Kristoff at center back and leave Weigand at right back until you find a permanent solution at center back. That's what I think.
Mr. Krabs is ready to ship him to the Turkey League. That's what he's ready to do. He's saying Cello can go. Honestly,
I don't think
he's ready to ship him.
I think he's been solid, especially defensively. Look, defensively when Yedlin was playing, I like Yedlin, but defensively he left a lot to be desired. And I felt like Weigand has filled in defensively much better than what Yedlin was giving us. But Ian Frey has given us both.
Yeah. Now that goal was beautifully placed. Beautifully placed corner, and that was
by my favorite player, Julian Gressel.
By Julian Gressel with the assist, and then that was in the 40th minute. I mean, 4 or 5 minutes later, I think we get another corner. Right, comes off of a missed shot, and
I think a Nashville player deflected it.
It was a deflection or a missed shot, and Alba decides to bring out his inner chest, and then he just blasted it. The moment that you were gonna say, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna shout out Colombia because 10 years ago, I felt like I watched that same exact play happen with James Rodriguez in the World Cup to Uruguay. Shout out Solana, and he hit that which won goal of the year, by the way, and he chested it down and rocketed it back to the far post back of the net. Yeah, and I felt like I watched it all over again today. I mean, I think James was a little nicer, but it was an amazing strike, and that right there was a beauty.
Now, and that was a beauty, and I'm gonna go over this as well, Mike V. Alba told Drake where the kick was going. I'm gonna go over that as well. And Optimus Prime is just saying, Alba, oh my God, what a goal! It was a beautiful goal, and it was super unexpected. But like the moment that you saw how it came down, Puskas.
That was goal of the year.
Yes, the moment that you saw the way it came down and the way he was sort of like cocking the leg back, forget about it. I said this one's going to the back of the net. There's no stopping it. Now, I thought we were going to walk away with a 2-0 victory, right? But
the way things were going, I felt like we were dominating the game.
Yeah, that's not the case, though. We didn't walk away with a 2-0 victory. Later on in the game, we have, unfortunately, a little toe tagging by Yannick Bright, right? He's playing footsies with one of the Nashville players, trips over his shoelaces, and they give him the freaking foul. They give him the penalty kick.
It was a foul, though.
It's arguable, I guess.
Look, Boyd, you know how you always criticize Kremaki's first touch because it's a little heavy?
Yeah.
Boyd had a heavy first touch.
Yeah, he did.
That's not what he wanted. And then it went so far from his foot that he had to run up to catch up to it. Yeah. And Bright played his chances and went for the ball at the same time as Boyd. Yeah. And then Boyd did his theatrics. If Boyd doesn't have that heavy touch, that never happens. Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, it kind of worked out for him. But I do think it was a foul. It's unfortunate, but I do think it was a foul. I think it was a penalty. It sucks. People might say it's a soft penalty, but if that happens anywhere else on the pitch, it gets called a foul. So why not inside the box?
Yeah, I mean, they called it. It happened. Peaches is saying he's agreeing with you. It was a foul, soft, but you can't take those chances in the box. No. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. No call in the back pass. We'll go over that too. That happened after the penalty, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
hope you're writing these things down because you keep saying we're going to go over a bunch of stuff, and I haven't been writing it down. I don't know.
I've been doing the little star thing, right? For those of you guys don't know because it's the backstage stuff, productions and stuff like that, whatever.
Got you. Oh, I see. We got a lot of star things. I see them. Okay.
Well, I put a lot of star things for the end, but
got you.
It's crazy because Jordi Alba did call it. The moment that we saw the graphic before he took that kick, Hani Mukhtar, and you see he's taken the majority to the left more so than the right. He only took 3 shots to the right, I think like 5 or 6 to the left. And I said, oh man, he's gonna go left. And then Jordi Alba, like, you have no access to this screen that MLS is providing, Apple TV, and you're calling left. I saw him call left. And I'm looking at calendar like, oh my God, you got to go back. I mean, look, there's other people that are mentioning it. He called it. He literally pointed right in front of Hani Mukhtar. He's like, he's going left. And I'm like, oh my God, if I'm Drake Callender, do I go left? Like, I just had one of the Dons tell me go left. Like, you have to go left.
If he tells you to go left, you got to go left.
Now, he played his part. He played the call right. He went left. He just went a little high on the block, a little late. I think even if he would have timed it right, he wouldn't have blocked it because he dove over too high instead of sort of diving low and stopping the low kick in. But he ended up getting it right under his body. He didn't make the block, and but he picked the right side. That's for sure.
Well, I thought it was a foul. I understand that maybe it's a soft foul, but that happens anywhere else on the pitch, it's a foul. So, I think like Chris said, you can't take those chances inside the box. And again, Boyd, it was that heavy touch that kind of played him into that position, and then he made the most out of it by as soon as he felt contact with that foot, he just threw himself. Yeah. So,
Now, I think the last big play that happened in the game was this one that George Garriga is bringing up, the no call in the pass back. Now, it's arguable that the referee said that they saw it was Kremaki that kicked it back, but it was the defender that kicked it back. Like, at the end of the day, if the referee, I imagine that he's getting told in his little, Bluetooth headphone or whatever, like, hey, this was a pass back. This wasn't a shot attempt by Kremaki. Kremaki didn't make any attempt on this. And I was going to ask the chat because, again, I'm just getting familiar with this football. And from my understanding is if you play it back to the goalie within the box, then it's catchable. But if it's
with your head, okay, not with your foot.
If
you kick it to the goalie, they can't touch it with their hands, no matter where they are.
Oh, okay.
Now,
okay.
Because I've never seen it happen, I don't know. I believe the penalty is a free kick, not a penalty. Maybe somebody in the chat can educate me on that.
So it's not like a red card. That's not like a high criminal behavior in soccer.
No. Now, I've honestly never seen that happen. Like, I've never seen that happen. I've never seen that call. I know it exists. I know what the name is. But I've never actually seen it called. So I'm not exactly 100% sure on what the penalty is because I've never seen it happen. I believe I've heard once that it's a free kick.
Well, so, Jason, shout out 124, brother. And if you hit it with anything other than your feet.
Yeah, you chest it to the goalie. Yeah.
But so that's anywhere. Yeah.
If you pass it back to the goalie, I mean, the goalie can't touch it with his hands outside the box, period.
Yeah.
So
outside the box, I know that.
So if you pass it back to them inside the box, they can't. Look, some people are saying that it's a PK. Okay, so it's a penalty kick. Okay.
Yeah, but Peaches is saying FK from where it was handled.
Well, yeah, I thought it was a free kick, but at that point, then how do you determine where? I don't know. I think it's a free kick where it was touched, but what if it was touched inside the box? I don't know. I think it might be even a free kick from inside the box, honestly. But again, I am not
Yeah, but
100%
where
sure,
would you
so I'm
put
not.
the ball? That can't be it. That can't be
I
it.
think it is. I think it is. But again, I don't want to misspeak, so I'm gonna stop it. Oh, happened on the '97 World Cup. It was a free kick wherever it happened inside the box. So see, it is a free kick from inside the box.
Ooh,
Because
that's
I know I've heard
weird.
it's a free kick, not a penalty. But yeah, there you go.
We'll look into the rules. We'll take a peek into the rule book and figure this out. Sean Callahan saying I think it's an indirect free kick, and just a free kick from the spot. Like I mean that's a PK, isn't it?
So okay, so I more or less got it right. Yeah, but you could put up a wall between you and wherever you're at. So even if it's inside the box.
What? Okay, we're gonna have to look this up because this seems like a little muddy here. But that to me, when I saw that, and then you see Karamaki kind of put his hands up, I'm like, ooh, what is that? Is that like a triple red card? What? Joe Kerr is saying that's why you're awesome, Joe Kerr. I've seen free kicks in the box, wall set up at goal line.
Yeah. See, I don't like to speak unless I'm 100% accurate, so I didn't want to say it, but that's what I figured. I figured it was a free kick, and you could put up a wall wherever. Yeah. So there you go.
Athar is saying FK inside box with a wall.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's got to be awful. That's got to be awful. And Ungadi,
we should have seen one today.
Yeah, well, yeah, we should have seen that for sure. And we're gonna go over this as well. I'm starring that one, Ungadi. But yeah, I mean, those are essentially the plays of the game.
The big moments.
Yeah, the biggest moments of the game. Now, usually at this point, I kind of like to go over who you thought played the best out of the starters and who you thought maybe had the worst performance out of the starters. Okay. I don't know if we should look at this foot mob crap because they suck. What the? How come I can't do that?
Because you suck.
Ah, fuck you.
It only happens when I don't want to do it, though.
I got my bitch.
Best player, in my opinion, was one of two. I want to say Ian Frey, but I'll give it to Gressel just because he played more. I think Gressel had the assist. He had a couple shots on target, and he's shutting me up. So I'm going to say Gressel. Mr. Krabs is saying that Jordi Alba is the highest rated player on FootMob, though. Okay. I mean, he scored the goal. So usually the goal scorer gets the higher rank score. Oh, Drake had one. I thought that they were going to tie the game. There was a one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've
off
said.
Off of an Alba mistake, by the way.
Yeah.
Kind of. He was trying to get it out. Airborne. Didn't happen.
We said that in 3 games, we got 9 points.
Yeah.
If it's not for Drake stopping a one-on-one today and a one-on-one against Cucho, which is a baller, we don't have 9 points. We have 5 points because we'd have a win and we'd have 2 draws. So Drake needs to get his flowers because Drake single-handedly gave us those 2 wins because those 2 should have been draws with the way he stopped those one-on-one balls.
So you're giving it to Gressel.
I want to give it to Gressel, but Drake, I mean, even though I'm going to give it to Drake, man, because that's a draw if it's not for him.
Well, okay. All right. So you'll give it to Drake. You mentioned Gressel. I'm going to give it to Frey. Frey stepping in as a right back, position that he typically doesn't play too often, hasn't played very often in the last, I'd say, 2 years with this team. Filled in very, very well from a defensive standpoint, from an offensive standpoint. Obviously, he had a goal, second goal, another goal in 2 games off of a corner, a header. And he was actually helping to create our offense a little better. I felt like in the beginning of this game, we were kind of, I don't want to say stagnant, but I guess we were just trying to figure it out. But, you know.
So you wouldn't give it to Gressel?
I didn't pick Gressel because you mentioned him already, so I figured to go somewhere else with it. But I think that Gressel played a very, very well game, a very good game too. I mean, look, I can't believe we're saying it, but like Gressel at right wing, like you mentioned, if we didn't have Messi,
I'd feel good.
We wouldn't really be complaining about the right wing position. Now, I mean, guys, we're not saying that he can fill in for Messi. Okay, let's
No,
not make that. Let's not make that leap. Okay,
we're
guys.
saying if we went back to previous Messi days before Messi got here, and Gressel was our starting right wing, I think we'd be happy because the way he plays when he's up there. Well, every time I've criticized him, it's been in the midfield, but every time he's been up top attacking, I think he's looked great.
Now, Lionel Monaco says we got a lineup of MVPs. Listen, Lionel Monaco, I'm going to tell you right now, it's crazy that our backups, like if we really line up a team with some of these guys, like this team right here,
Well, a lot of our team is healthy now.
You put these, but what I'm saying is if you put a lot of these guys like Campana, Bright, Kremaki, Frey, you put those guys like on other teams in the MLS, I mean, it bumps them up seriously. Like makes those teams competitive even more.
If you look at this, what changes when Messi and Suarez come back? Gressel
comes down and Messi goes up, and then Campana comes out and Suarez comes in.
And that's it, right? And then I guess in this lineup, they might keep Gressel at left wing. I'm sorry, Gomez at left wing.
Yeah.
So the only thing that changes is that Gressel would be the right mid, which I don't like, but whatever.
No.
Maybe he's in a groove now and he'll keep it going once he drops back. I don't know, maybe. So it will be Messi for Gressel and Gressel for Kremaki. It will be Suarez for Campana. And then I guess Busquets for Bright, and then hopefully we get another center back. But this is our team.
I think Busquets for Bright, Frey in for the Busquets or for Christoph.
And then Weigand for Frey.
Yeah, Weigand for Frey, and then Toto comes right back to his right center back spot. I mean, it's a shame to say that Gomez would stay at the left wing. I really don't feel comfortable with him there. It's funny because we feel comfortable with Gressel being where he's at, right? But we don't feel comfortable with Gomez where he's at. Like, I don't mind Gomez dropping down.
I think Gomez plays much better in the midfield.
Yeah, exactly. I think Gomez coming down would be better. I think Gressel staying up there would be better, but unfortunately, they're gonna drop Gressel because Messi's Messi, and Gomez just because of the effort and the way that he plays. He's pretty efficient too. This game, not so much. Look, it's his first game back, so
well, you know what might happen?
What?
Gomez will drop down to the midfield with Redondo and Busquets once Di Maria gets here.
What the fuck are we doing, Danny? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Well, I heard from somebody that Varane isn't happening anymore, even though a lot of people know that he's in Italy meeting one-on-one with is it Como? I forgot who it is. But Varane probably isn't happening. But they do have something in mind already. So we'll see what that is. I don't know what it is. I just heard that they already have something in mind. So I forgot.
We're just completely forgetting about
Rojas
right here.
I always forget about Rojas because he came in like a fucking like a wrecking ball. He came in, had like a great 2-3 game start, and then disappeared.
Yeah. He's a magician.
And then he left. Yeah, like I don't know. I forget about him. Miles Robinson. I haven't heard any names. I just heard that expected to be a good player. But then again, what else would they say, right? I just saw David ask Miles Robinson. Look, like I told you, where I heard that was credible, but I don't see that happening. Especially since Miazga, their other center back, I think went down. I don't know if he's out for the year. But I can't imagine that Cincinnati is going to be like, all right, so let's just completely change our team around mid-season when we're the second best team in the league right now. And then give it to the best team in the league right now in Inter Miami. I believe the people that told me this. I believe that those conversations happen, but 100%, I don't think it's happening. I can't. It just makes no sense to me.
Well, that's the whole deal. Like what you mentioned about other teams in the MLS, in no way, shape, or form do they want to do any move that's going to assist us. No way. So, my V.
You want Damian Lowe back?
I'll take Damian Lowe back.
He
I'll take him back. He
was
wasn't
okay.
bad. He really wasn't bad. If you guys really look at the numbers, he really wasn't that bad.
I liked him as a backup. I liked him. I think he played very well when we played the 3-man back line or 5-man, whatever you want to call it. I know Mabika. Mabika to me is like Yeti Mina. Like they're the same player to me, and I don't want any parts of that.
Yeti Mina's been playing pretty good for Colombia recently.
Don't say that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right. I sure hope so. That would be an insane stadium. But got a big game on Tuesday against Brazil. And if they don't manage to win or tie that game, I'm talking about Colombia. If they don't manage to win or at least tie against Brazil, they have a tall hill to climb because then that means they'll have to play against Uruguay in the first round of the knockout stage.
This name I wouldn't mind. Bring back Miller. Hammy is mentioning that. I would love that.
Porter's just going to give him back. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. But now, who do you think played? I don't want to say the worst because I didn't think you were going to go there. I didn't think you were.
I didn't think it was horrible. But if out of the 11 on this graphic right now, out of the 11 on this graphic, I didn't think he played horrible. But if you want me to choose one out of the 11, I'd have to say Campana.
Oof. I mean, he did have a lot of opportunities that I feel like he kind of blew a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That low cross from Frey, I'm sorry, that's got to be in the back of the net. If you are a DP, he's not a striker. He's not just a number 9. He's not the backup striker. He is the DP on this team. If you're a DP, that has to be in the back of the net. Otherwise, you are not playing your DP contract.
Guys in the chat, put the name up that you thought played the worst this game. Put the name up. I mean, we got a couple people saying Campapi, but I want to see if anybody else has any other different opinions here. But I can agree with what you're saying with Campapi. He did have a bunch of opportunity, even though he did have a surprisingly really nice cross with his right foot.
Again,
with his right foot.
I'm not saying he played horrible. I'm saying of these 11, to me, he was the worst.
Best said. I'm going to take a swig on this.
And out of everybody on here, we have 3 DPs on this team. He is one of them. And you're talking about Busquets, Alba, Gomez that might get sold for 20 million, Redondo. All these players are not getting paid DP money. They don't have DP designations. Campana does. Like, there's no excuse. I don't care if you're not the regular starter. If you're a DP, that has to go in the back of the net, and you have to be the best player on the pitch if you are a DP for your team.
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody's agreeing. Frey's cross should be back of the net. You got a couple different opinions. You got Calypso. Shout out to La Ventanita. Redondo was meh. Hammy wants to give his opinion. Alfonso. I mean, he almost went onto the field. So and Mike V is telling me I'm gonna grow another ear drinking this garbage. Listen,
it's growing.
I started drinking this pink shit a little after the show yesterday, and it tastes significantly worse. Significantly worse. This is literally Crystal Light with none of the sugar.
Yes. Thank you. That's what it is. And I was talking to my brother about it.
Crystal Light. It's garbage.
If you like Crystal Light, that's what it basically is. It's Crystal Light.
This is what if you guys love Crystal Light.
It's water with a tad bit of flavor.
Buy this by the boatload.
Mm-hmm.
Buy this by the boatload. But not the other colors like the blue. Don't get that. Use that for your
orange
toilet.
The orange Dior was good.
Oh, that's disgusting.
We're gonna have to we'll do it on a separate video, not live or anything. A separate, like a couple days later, we drank it a couple more times, and then a new review, and then just add it to the old one and just put it out there.
Mr. Krabs keeps asking me, "Where's my Chris Plus drink?" I'm not messy, Mr. Krabs. I don't need a drink.
Look at. There we go.
I like Sarah Jane saying I like the orange. I mean, the orange.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it was good. And then the lime. Remember, when I first tasted it, I said, "This is the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life." I drank it yesterday. It was pretty good. I don't know what the hell happened.
Messi's bodyguard probably called you. Said, get yourself some fucking keychains, buddy.
Or maybe they gave me a phone call and they're like, yo, we're gonna start sponsoring the show if you stop talking shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just gonna randomly see me sipping on it every episode, yeah? Just randomly. Yeah. I don't think anybody believes it after you start, and then you start cussing it out.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Get to your stars, sir.
My what?
Your stars.
My stars?
Oh,
yes, yes. Okay, all right. So yeah, I starred a couple things, right? Let me hold on. Ian fucking Frey, the best. So we'll get to the. So first of all, can I see?
You just lost your mic, sir. I can't hear anything you're saying. So I don't know what he was about to say. I felt like he was about to say, "Let me see something," but I don't know what he wants me to pull up. So I don't know. So we'll keep going here.
You hear me now?
Yes. There you go. I was about to go into the chat. Go for it.
I was gonna put the chats that I put up for the keychain. Mr. Krabs saying Chris will spend time buying keychains but won't decorate his wall. Hammy making fun of me.
His wall is much better now.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? America, baby. Chris walking around with I'm even with the times with the debate happening. That counts for that too, guys. Okay.
That was a disaster, sir.
Yeah, it was. Chris walking around with a janitor wad of keys. Yeah, kind of. Keychains ruled by Lionel Monaco. Mr. Krabs saying Vicky Bakery will message Chris for a keychain. And then Stancy wants to be fancy. My house has a pen and I have a Tesla. I get it.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't have keys anymore.
I still would have a keychain because for the house that has a pin, Stancy Fancy, you still need that key in case the battery dies. My battery, when I had a pin on my house, my battery died. And then how was I going to get in the house? I had a key. So let's Danny, let me see what your keychain looks like before I show my keychain. No, you don't have your keychain
that you wanted.
No, you know what?
Well,
nobody cares about your
keychain for my wife's car, not mine.
You know what? Don't even worry about that. Okay, let me show off my
keychain on it though. I have literally the alarm and then a house key. No keychains.
I'm not a hater, Stancy. I used to have a pin house also. Okay. Yeah, go get it. And Hammy, we're not going to talk politics. I just wanted to show off my American flag. Okay. Just know that the debate was a disaster. So Lionel is saying I have a few keychains you get attached. That's the thing, right? Is you get attached to the keychains and stuff. So I got my car key here, right? So aside from my car key, I got this really cool keychain that I bought on Amazon where you can kind of like lock it in here and it stays stuck, right? So like if I need my mailbox key, boom. This is the key to my gun safe, okay, guys? And then this is the key to my house. So like I can just have all my keys like that. This is probably the best thing you could do if you do have keys that you actually use.
They look like they fall off just fine.
No, they don't fall off. They're being held up with this lock here. But like the reason that they fall is because I moved them so I can be able to open my stuff, right? So, yes, I have a gun safe. I am very good with my firearms. I used to help as an NRA instructor. So yes, I do practice safe firearm stuff. So this is the Inner Miami keychain that I'm talking about. See, this is very different than the keychain that I was going to give, right? This is a pretty cool looking little keychain, right? Then I have this Yankees baseball glove that I've had for a long, long time. Okay, a very, very long time. And then I got this dad keychain, right, that I got for Father's Day.
That doesn't bother you, all that crap in your pocket?
And I got it with me, right? My son, Jose, my oldest daughter, Kristen, and then Kenzie, and then my little cat here.
Your ugly-ass cat?
Well, but that's I'm the dad. Okay, guys? I gotta keep. You're telling me I gotta throw away my keychains? Imagine throwing away my dad keychain. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me to throw my kids
throw
away?
That shit away.
You're telling me to throw my kids away. You're disgusting.
Yes. Look, these are the only keys I have. Look.
And look at that. Look at how dangly your keys are. Look at how dangly your keys are. Look at how organized.
Because I don't use them. I don't use them.
My keys are. Look at you. You look like a mess. You look like a mess. And you want me to throw away my keys, my kids away?
Like they gave a crap. I promise you, they forgot they gave that crap to you.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do. You think they go looking for it? Like, oh, I wonder if he still has it on his keys.
Listen, Dennis, I want you to know that you can feel very safe with me. Not only am I safe with my firearms, but I am also safe because I am a safety manager for truck drivers all around the country. So I am as safe can be. And if you don't believe me, ask my friend for more than 20 years that I'm doing the show with. Am I safe, Danny?
Depends on your mood. Depends on your mood. This guy is a loose cannon sometimes. Your keys look lonely. No,
look at that.
I have a Colombian pendant that I've always worn since I was like, I think I got this when I was like 12, and it's small, but because I've had it for so long, I've just always kept it. So that's what I always have on me.
Nobody cares about your chain. Put it on the keychain. No, Mr. Krabs is saying this has to be the strongest gas bagging y'all have done. Not only is it the strongest gas bagging, Mr. Krabs, but you're getting
strangest.
The strangest. Yeah, it is. Not I thought it was strongest. I didn't see the line. I think I need glasses. And you know that I'm never one to say that I think I need glasses. You know that I think I'm like unpenetrable. Pause. Okay.
What is going on here?
But at least you're getting to know us, guys. Personally, you're getting to see the teams I like. You're getting to see that I own a gun. Like, can't get any more personal than that, guys.
All right, go to your other stars. This got weird.
The other star, let me see. The last one was Mr. Krabs saying I forgot Robbie Robinson was even on the team. And Unguiding saying,
over
guys,
his hospital picture.
Breaking news, Robbie is out of the team. I mean, this has got to be like bittersweet for him, right? Like he literally got fired. Like if you look at the tweet that I saw, and I think it was La Ventanita that put it up. I think he literally got fired.
I'm happy for him because this wasn't a good situation for him. The time has run its course, and he wasn't going to get his opportunity to play here anyway. He's constantly getting injured. It wasn't good for the team. It wasn't good for him. Hopefully he gets a good start, maybe on a USL team, something. But I hope that he does well. He's one of the few OGs that we still had left. It's him and Drake, I think, that were still left from the first season. So good luck to him. I feel for him.
And Joe Kerr, this couldn't summarize me as a person more than anything, and that's why Daddy is laughing. Chris, I'm safe with a gun. Also, Chris, fuck glasses. This is the epitome. Joe, you must have known me for 30 plus years and just decided not to ever speak to me ever, because this is me in a nutshell, in one comment.
Yep. All right. I think that's about it. I don't know if we have anything else. I mean, let's put up the standings here real quick. We are still in first place. Cincinnati also won today. So we are still ahead by 2 points, but they still do have one game in hand. But keep in mind that we do play them. We have July 3rd. We play against Charlotte this Wednesday coming up. And I believe Chris might be flying out to that game.
Yeah.
And then on July 6th or 7th, I forgot if that's Saturday, we play against Cincinnati. And that is probably the biggest game of the summer for us, because we either lose ground on them and they overtake us in the Supporter Shield chase, or we built some room. So that could be a big game as far as where we're going to end up at the end of the season. So, we got a big one coming up.
Yeah, no, we do, definitely. I mean, I can't wait for this game on Wednesday. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be my first away game. That's going to be really fun. And IChem is mentioning they just fired Baptist Health's #1 customer. Dennis Lopez is saying Chris pulling shopping carts and has a gun. I'm gonna hide under my bed.
Well, I promise you, if Chris does damage, it's going to be while driving and not while holding his gun. Because Chris is by far and away the worst driver I have ever been in a car with in my life. The road rage on this guy is like, and you can't even deny it.
I'm an efficient driver, Danny.
Efficient. That's how he calls it. He calls it efficient.
I'm an efficient driver.
Yeah.
Other people just suck at driving. I'm very efficient at driving. People need to be better. And guys, if you guys are on your phone, while driving, just know I'm probably gonna flip my middle finger at you.
Well, Mr.
This
Krabs,
isn't an Miami podcast, Mr. Krabs.
You're the first one to call out the gas bagging, and obviously we've come to the end of the show, which is when we start to gas bag. But I don't think we've got anything else to talk about, Chris. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
No, that's it. It's Rohan saying I'm the operator of the Emerson Mobile, and then Mr. Krabs also is calling me out by wearing a shirt with sleeves. Another rare jewel. Yes.
Well, you guys, somebody asked for the schedule for the shows this week. I'm going to make a graphic to put the shows up. But because this is the 4th of July, it's going to be a little weird. Off the top of my head, though, Monday at 8 o'clock, we'll be going on before the USA and Uruguay play their games. So it'll be at 8 o'clock on Monday. Tuesday, 8 o'clock also before the Colombia-Brazil game. Monday we'll be previewing the Charlotte game. Tuesday we'll be on with Solana. Solana's usually going to be the guy on Tuesdays with us, and I don't know if it'll be both of us or just one of us, but we'll be on Tuesday. Wednesday it'll be a post game for the Charlotte game, and then Thursday we're probably not going to come on because it's the 4th of July. Even though I spoke to Justin Blair from Cincinnati, he said he's willing to come on as late as possible on Thursday after the fireworks are done to talk about Cincinnati on Saturday, since it's such a big game between Cincinnati and Inter Miami for the lead. So we might come on the 4th of July, like really, really late, but I don't know for sure. But as of right now, we don't know. And then if you watch us in Espanol, it'll be on Monday after the USA Uruguay game. And I think that's about it, Chris.
And the post game on Wednesday.
Yeah, and the post game on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I already heard. So
Peaches is asking and post in Discord, please. A schedule / announcement channel would be useful. That's actually a good idea.
No, and I gotta make a because the thing is I wanted to make a graphic to also include the other batter shows that we do, just so everybody's aware, just in case you ever want to tune into the Heat, the Marlins, the Heat. The offseason for the Heat is about to start heating up, free agency starting, so all the rumors are going to start kicking around. So we're going to come back with the Heat show. The Marlins show comes back on July 11th. The Dolphin show comes back on July 29th, I want to say. We already have that. So we got a lot of things coming. So we'll start making weekly graphics for you guys to keep up with. So and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I expect to see that, I guess, on Discord at some point. And for those of you, I had to put that comment up. Mike V asking
Ecuador
Sunday to celebrate Ecuador win.
I'm assuming that Mike V is Ecuadorian.
Yes, he is.
Oh, is that why he's so obsessed with Campana? Oh, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and guys, if you know some Inter Miami fans, tell them to join the Discord and check out the channel and give us a thumbs up like this. Boom.
If you're on here right now and you don't mind, just go ahead and just hit that like button before you log off, because I've said it a couple of times, and we just found out just a couple months ago, it does make a world of difference. So if you can help us out and just literally just touch that like button and then just log off, that helps us a ton. So we appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, any final words before I sign us off?
That's it, guys. It was a great show today, a great game against a team that we kind of predicted 2-1.
We did. And shout out to Florida, man. Your pops, man. Our thoughts are with you, my man. Take another shot after the show. in honor of you and your pops. If you're listening, hopefully we were able to get your mind off of things for at least an hour, and hope to see you back soon. Tough times, but we'll make it through. All right. If you are listening on audio, we appreciate you listening all the way to the end. Please leave us 5 stars, comment, review, all the good stuff. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. And for those of you in the chat, as always, we appreciate you. You guys are the best part of the show. You guys are part of the family, and we appreciate every one of you guys. Not just Florida man, everybody. So we appreciate all of you guys. And we'll be back on Monday. So until the next one, have a good one.
Have a good one.